money, my nigga. He ain't gonna beat me, my G. I know some new shit, too. Alright, fuck it.
Now Wentz on third down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on,
I got the
execution of that defense right there. The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there.
I told everybody
like that, bro. He felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Niggas shouldn't be sensitive, first of all. You know you ain't a bitch, you ain't a bitch.
The Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division.
He got the
looking
Cowboys,
good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what?
Get that money, Bon.
Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal and the biggest goal
is to be a fool there, bro.
Possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and their divisional round. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Buying time to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm.
Bro, you see me I beat him earlier, bro. A while ago, I was in field goal range. I ain't gonna talk.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Hey, what?
Back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You gonna let that happen, guys?
Oh my God, I missed the hole.
They responded to the challenge.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Bro, you better make that goddamn bread, bro.
They tried a quick
niggas ain't fucking with me out here.
That one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally.
God, I can't move. Damn, I got to call. I ain't calling no timeout for no. My shit was skipping.
Last week, despite him being sacked 4
That's
times,
what
they might need to tighten the reins a little bit.
My shit was skipping out doing crazy.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment.
Pressure gets to him.
Nigga wide open too, bro.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
God damn.
And no one there to stop it. It's at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And that's caught inside the 30.
Fuck out of here, man.
A big play here for the Cowboys. 54 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going down.
I got caught doing
and you
some
can't
stupid shit.
Because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback,
and he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Man, shut your bitch ass up, nigga.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
You talk to niggas that you can beat like that, nigga. You see, I ain't scared, nigga. If I had 100 in my account, I put it against you, nigga. I ain't no fucking, ain't no peon pussy ass nigga out here. I know, I got confidence in my game. I'm just gonna stay with 10, bitch.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something.
Niggas always trying to give a nigga some shit, bro. No, I'll just let you know, bro.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Eagles.
Stop awarding me, nigga. You know who I am out here, more.
He also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
I'm playing for myself, bro. I'm independent. I'm an independent hustler, bro. I don't need no collabo. If my shit won't skip me, bro, this game be worse than this, bro.
Throwing deep for Galladay.
Oh, my fucking goodness. They fucking me with a wooden stick, yeah.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
About shit, bro.
Give him 30 yards there.
I don't know what. I ain't got no problem with nobody. It's just a
just
game.
like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, Wentz. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Bro, let me play my game. You play yours.
This offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Ertz over the middle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz.
Bro, just because he's a Joe Pockets drive, bro.
His position don't think he just Joe Pockets drive, bro. Don't think he,
bro. I'm nice though, bro, for real, bro.
And gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Again to the brother of JJ. This is Derek Watt, and he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. It's the fullback, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games.
Well, he done beat your ass obedient, bro. He done beat that nigga obedient, bro.
As have you along the way, and they always talk
shit.
about winning.
He said about 3,000 at one month. I believe he got about 2,500 of that shit.
During that time, guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Elliott good on the extra point.
Yo, Javon, what's wrong with you, bro? Listen, dog. Take it from a goddamn gambler, bro. Listen, bro. Listen, bro. I know dope dealers that stay on the road from me, bro. They used to have this boy and play low ball, bro. I take my little 250 over there, lose it. I be up by about 400. I'm trying to chase all that money, bro. It ain't worth chasing. Bet on something you know that's gonna guarantee you something, bro. They got parlays now, though, nigga, like online. They got parlays.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field.
They got parlay. You ain't never looked into online gambling. They got parlay bets with sports, bro.
Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
Niggas live off that shit.
Frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing. Not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Lucky 56. Come on,
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin.
They ain't got to, though.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. Out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
We wait out there.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping is the defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Elliott on for the extra point.
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna talk,
good
bro. I'm
with
gonna
a
just play my
PAT,
game, bro.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
I'll just go because I'm keeping it cordial, bro. Like, I mean, I'm just keeping it cordial, my nigga. No, that ain't what I'm saying,
Elliott
bro.
now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone
universal language, don't you?
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Bruh, I ain't betting no more than 10, bruh. It ain't about the skill, bruh. It's about the smarts. Wait, hey, yo, matter of fact, J. Rue, I mean, damn. I done forgot the nigga name. Yeah, what's the nigga name? Javon. J. Rock, listen, bruh. By the middle of the week, by Wednesday, I'll be better to get something and you whatever, nigga.
Early, probably not very deep into their script.
I'm gonna go ahead.
I think that they'll stay with it.
Cause I make money every day I work with my own.
Generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
My uncle got his own business, bro.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining.
Go and pause it, bro.
We step aside here.
We gotta take a shit, yeah. Oh, he said a piss. Chris might be asleep. Because he said he was already asleep. I be doing that shit too. I have my shit on all damn day too. Be gone. Cause I be back here watching TV most of the time on YouTube. And then it'll cut off. It'll look like it's off, but it's on. You about to turn your mic off, bro?
In this second quarter.
Nigga, get the fuck out of here. Wish I would let this nigga turn up on me, bro.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Yeah, this
they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
It can happen.
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And this is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
I'm gonna get up with you. Got to work tomorrow, bro. I was about to say I'll be out here tomorrow.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
No, I want to.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Drops it underneath to Elliott.
I won't up here.
They pick up 12
I brought
on the
my game
there,
with me.
and they move the chains.
We always talk about
I'm gonna
having
get up
to read
with
defenses
I'm
and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Back to throw now on second and 10. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct.
Oh, my fucking God.
It's
just a lead game.
26 on the third down conversion.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And that play was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Oh, no doubt. Got to.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Spins away. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a... And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's...
Oh, my God!
Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Next time you this.
And they'll run him here. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 3rd down, it's Thompson, and he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if you're started through 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Go. 20. Get over there. Go.
Wentz now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Brandon, all things considered, They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Eagles on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun. Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you? Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And out now come the Cowboys. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he's able to get up here to the 26. So we've hit half. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
A big run that time by Elliott, and even 50 yards.
Oh, my fault, man.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On second down, Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Gone!
They'll look to throw here. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Deion Jones. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
I'm glad you tell me.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Here's Jones. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Back now here on EA Sports.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's Cooper. They'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
God knows.
Amari Cooper, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And his kick is right through. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. In for the score. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a big...
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. He'll look to throw. stepping up. He's going to keep it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Cooper's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football.
I hate
and
that animation.
Down at the 48-yard line. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit him over the top.
He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Running with Elliott, and he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll go on the ground. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. The Eagles on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now.
That nigga can't all rank him
on
yet.
the play there.
Got to bring it coming like that. Fuck, I could have hit his ass.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
You ain't showing me shit. You ain't showing me shit. What's wrong with you? This game over, nigga.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. He'll look to throw.
Oh, my.
Oh, this is taken. It's complete.
Come on, my nigga.
Get this down
hey, what the fuck is flying sauce in hell?
A gain of 32.
That nigga got an arm right there, too, bro.
And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them, and it'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz.
You sure? God damn, what time is it? I got one more game. No, I got one more guy I gotta get up in the morning. I'll play you again in the unranked for 10. Just to get your goddamn face back, nigga. Fucking with a demon out here, bro.
I go to bed on bed. I got demon on flex. I got a in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, the man. I'm a cave back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the.
Look how far you in front of the building.
I got the work on the avenue. They know what tank said. I got the that live in the mansion. They know what that. I got some that's up in the jet.
I'm trying to make the playoffs, bro. I'm fighting my goddamn life now. Then I gotta play my league. I started off fucked up, bro.
Down there, thought that had a fan.
Look at my shit. You gotta send it to me, Mark. You won last game. Oh, Malik about the only one to lose to, man.
I'm best man. I got my best man. I got my. I
This
go to
rain
hotels when I
fuck with
step
me.
out. Yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs for the. Yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happen when you give it a taste life, then you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life, then the ape in. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This.
I don't care about this. It's a dude. I wanted a bye week. So I had a split with old boy ain't playing nobody. The Malik them, I ain't gonna get this split with them niggas. The Diablo probably ain't losing again.
I got a girl, Brett. She go to battle.
Broadcast